Good evening. This is a special podcast with Chris Hollifield on the Land and Show.
Really don't mind if you sit this one out. My words, but a whisper.
Welcome back to the Land and Show. And today we have a special guest, Chris Hollifield. Chris, thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for inviting me and considering me to be special.
Oh, of course. Now, I wanted to bring up, I brought a sign that said, Christ Holyfield.
Christ Holyfield.
But there was nary a comment. I was wondering if you were going to say anything, but you didn't. And I was wondering what you thought about that when you saw that.
Well, this is the first time I've seen it.
Is it just
so?
barely?
Yeah. So Christ Holyfield.
Yeah,
should I go by Holyfield or Hollifield?
Well, you've gone by Hollifield your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Was it because Holyfield was big? Like, did you want to differentiate yourself between Evander Holyfield? Like, were they the same pre-Evander Holyfield? Like, was it the same pronunciation?
You lost me.
Has it always been Hollifield?
Ever since I was born, it's always been Hollifield.
Okay.
Holyfield's with a Y. I'm Holly.
Is that what the difference
is? Yeah,
is?
see, so right here, you spelled it yourself. H-O-L-I, and Holyfield's with a Y.
I know, but shouldn't there be two L's if it's Hollifield? And I don't know why we're even arguing about your name like you wouldn't know. But anyway, that was just a cheap gag, and I just wanted to see what your reaction would be when you came here. But I am glad that you did. We haven't seen you for a while.
It's been a couple years since I've been on the podcast, yeah. So thank you for...
Absolutely.
I'm surprised you guys are still doing this.
Yeah, we like it. We have fun.
Yeah.
There have been some...
Well, no, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant like...
I moved to Phoenix for like a year and a half.
You guys disappeared. You guys disappeared, and then you had Aaron Woodall on the podcast. I was like, holy cow, they're still doing the podcast. And so I was pretty stoked.
We like Aaron. And by the way, thank you, Aaron, for calling us a genius. I thought that was really nice of him. But no, he's a cool dude. We like Aaron. Did you see him at Wise Guys recently?
I didn't. No.
I missed him, and I'm sorry, Aaron, if you hear this. I wanted to go. It was in Ogden. My sister had her baby that day.
That's a good enough excuse, I think.
Yep. Eve. She's cute.
Is she?
Do you have a niece?
I have, let's see, two nieces.
Two nieces. What is, do you like being an uncle?
Well, no, wait, how many nieces do I have?
3.
You forgot one.
1, 2. No, I have 3. I do have 3 nieces. No, and then I have like a nephew that got married, so she's like a niece, right?
A nephew that got married. Did she change genders when she got married? If you had a nephew when he got married, you'd still have a nephew after, unless he changed his gender.
Never mind.
Right?
Never mind. Oh, wow. Anyway.
Am I right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
He said you had a nephew that got
married. A nephew
married.
got married to a female. So does that make that female my niece, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said,
Yeah.
okay.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
so. How are you guys doing?
I think it's like a second niece. Anyway, we're doing good.
We're doing good.
Yeah. Where did you disappear to, though? Why did you shut down your podcast for like 6 months?
I just had some other projects I was working on. Life. You know, doing a podcast, working full time.
Meeting the governor, which I want to talk about later.
Well, yeah, we could talk about that. But
yeah.
No, so, you know, doing a podcast and trying to make money, trying to have a full-time job, and just trying to date. Podcasting can get in the way of dating.
But did the beard
it can
serve an advantage in the dating?
Does the beard?
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, so here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about beards. You wanted me to tell you the straight up facts?
Yes.
It's girls act like they love it, you know, and beards are so hot, but then This is how it was when I was single, right? And then luckily I found a girl that does like the beard. At least she says she does. Hopefully she does. So anyway, they tell you, okay, I don't, oh, I love the beard. You look so hot, beautiful, blah, 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 blah. But then, they don't give you the time of the day and they won't call you back, blah, blah, blah. So you shave it off. Then they get all pissed off at you because you shaved it off. And you're like, well, you're not giving me the time of the day. Why do you even care? So.
You can't. That's why I'm gay. So.
Yeah.
That's why I just went gay. I couldn't figure out girls. Landon's so much easier to figure out than a girl.
What?
But I'm not.
Anyway.
Wait. Did that?
Where did that come? Where did that come from with beards?
I'm just trying to grow mine again. Mine got Edward Prince. What's his name? Edward Price.
Snowden?
No, the old school actor. It just looked like that, and so it looked weird. So I had to shave it off, and now I'm just trying to start one.
Start a beard?
Yeah.
Another beard?
Yeah.
Do you have a comb?
And this is probably one of the longest times I've grown a beard without going nuts and shaving it.
8-9 days worth?
No, well, so the last, so I shaved January.
You said you can grow a beard overnight in.
Who said that?
You in one of your podcasts.
I said I could grow. You're gonna believe everything I say on my podcast?
No. I mean, as a figure of speech,
Gosh.
I'm simply trying to say the man grows a beard well. That's what I'm trying to get across.
But then I've gotten into, the beard oils and the beard creams.
There's such a thing?
As beard oils?
What does the beard oil do?
Oh, my gosh.
It's supposed to, soften it.
It softens it.
Smells good.
And helps shape it. And there's some great beard oils made right here in Utah.
So
they have beard loan.
It costs money to have a beard. Like, you have to maintain a beard.
And then when you go to the barber shop, you got to take, trim a little bit.
And do they charge you for that?
Yeah.
That doesn't come free. It's not like a whole head purchase.
No.
Have you been to Ray's?
I haven't been to Ray's yet.
Okay.
I want to try Ray's because everybody talks about how awesome Ray's is. But
even though the guy left a little blood mark.
Oh, did you get a straight razor shave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know beard cost
I won't
money.
mention that his name was Eugene because...
Did you think just homeless people had beards?
No, I just thought that it just happened. My beard this just happens right here,
Okay. It just happened. Anyway.
Okay.
It just happens. It doesn't... So that doesn't just happen. It's not just like a growth that you've just let grow. You've maintained
No,
it.
you can see there's definition.
I'm working on it. It's magic in the happening here. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't been much past this ever, so I don't know.
Well, give it a try.
Nah, the tips go red.
It.
My tip,
right. Do
just
it.
the
Do
tip
it.
goes
does
red.
make me partially red too.
Isn't that weird? Does yours go red at the beginning, or is that not normal?
No.
It goes red. I don't have red hair. Doesn't make sense.
I know a lot of white people get red in their beards. It gets in mine.
Yeah.
As feeble as it is here, but I got this at Trolley Square Mall this summer.
This is a gaydar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is at a convenience or a tourist place.
Are you aiming it at Landon or me?
I don't know. Anyway, what? Well, yeah. So beards.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to Ray's. Got the whole straight razor thing. God. He did cut it a little bit. There was a little blood, but I felt like overall it was an enjoyable experience. He's like, "Your hair's crazy. It grows up and not down."
Have you never seen the movie Sweeney Todd?
I never did, but I heard the soundtrack.
That's why you get shaved then. After you go see that movie and then go back to Ray's. You won't.
And then I never will?
You'll never.
Okay. Speaking of neve, Chris.
Neve.
We have a segment on the show, a little game we like to play called Always or Neve.
Okay, let's play.
It's just a series of questions I'll ask you, and after I ask or present the subject, you'll either say always or neve.
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's like essentially yes or no. Or I like it or don't like it.
Yeah.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Always or neve? Question number 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That should be always or neve. It's giving me a hard time. Okay. Naming your cat like Steven instead of a regular cat name. Always or neve?
Always.
I'm sorry, that's a neve. Steven has been outlawed as a cat name.
By who? Who outlawed it?
Just general people of America. Coldplay. Always or neve?
Always.
Always is correct.
Do you hear them cheering for me?
Oh, yeah. They're going
Because I'm the real deal Holyfield.
Next one. Burning Man. Always or neve?
Always, always, always.
Always is correct. Next.
Have you been to Burning Man?
I never have. I would like to go at one point.
Is that in Reno or out by Reno?
Somewhere out that way.
Black Creek or something.
Huh.
Hold on. Let's come back to that. To Burning Man. Cherry Coke. Always or neve?
Always.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That's a neve.
Sorry.
Next one. Charlie Sheen. Always or neve?
Neve.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That's always.
Who makes this up?
Next one.
Landon makes.
Funeral potatoes.
Oh, always.
Always is correct.
I used to be a funeral crasher just for funeral potatoes.
For real?
Oh, absolutely.
Not hitting on women, but just for the potatoes?
Just for the potatoes.
That's dedication. Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Always or neve?
Always. And let's go back to Trailer Park Boys, too, at some point.
Okay. Next. Eating raw chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, dude. These are all always.
Always is correct.
Yeah.
Next one. Shark Tank.
Always.
Always is correct. Well, you've done pretty well.
What do I win?
Do you want to know?
I do.
That's a great question. We don't know. We've never determined that.
You guys
There's
suck.
never been a prize.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's no prize. Actually, you lost, so.
Oh, that's actually true. We haven't had a winner yet.
Yeah, we haven't had a winner.
The ratio wasn't high enough. I believe you mistakenly said Cherry Coke always and Charlie Sheen neve, which were really took off, the points there.
Yeah.
But
God.
Burning Man, I'm just kidding. It's all fun. We should set up a prize system. We've actually never thought about it.
Yeah, it's good. Good idea.
Maybe like a Tootsie Roll at least?
A Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Actually,
or one of the jet skis?
You can have, you can have one of those.
Okay.
All right.
You have to carry it out of here, though.
Okay.
No pulleys involved.
Just pure manpower.
If you can do it without a pulley, you can have one of those.
All right.
Jet
I'll pick it
skis.
up on my back.
Okay.
All right.
And your beard, you could tie it.
Like a real man.
Yeah.
Ever since I've had my beard, I find myself wanting to read really manly articles online.
Okay.
I just search them out.
I
don't know, just about
ribs.
man stuff. Let's find out
what is skin a rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. When am I ever going to skin a rabbit? But I find myself going down this wormhole of learning how to skin rabbits, how to chop wood.
The neighbor has a rabbit. If you want to try it,
we can do it.
We can grab one.
That would definitely be something to Periscope.
We should do that. Well,
skinning the rabbit.
The murder of a child's pet.
The numbers would go up. Absolutely.
Let's see those hearts, guys. Let's see those hearts.
I want 20 hearts or I'm cutting its fucking head off. I guess you would end up doing that, though, if you were to skin it anyway, huh?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Would you behead it?
When I was, I'm not going to get into the details, but when I was young,
when you beheaded
when
someone,
I was you
don't have to say who.
I was a young child, and my stepfather killed one of our rabbits growing up. And he decided one night he was going to make it for dinner, so I literally had to watch him.
Wow.
Go through the steps of that.
What
killing and making it?
Yeah.
And making it for
I'm not
dinner?
going to get into this.
What did you do with the skin?
I can't remember. I was probably no older than 9 or 10 years old.
Did you keep its foot?
I won.
Ooh, for good luck.
Dude, I'm 9 or 10 years old. I had no idea what was going on. All I knew is anyway.
Huh.
Trailer Park Boys. Have you guys listened to the new Trailer Park Boys podcast?
Yes.
We started listening to that the other day.
It has potential.
I like it.
It has
Dan
potential.
doesn't like it
Oh,
as
you don't
much.
like
I
it?
turned it
feel
off
like-
because their mics suck.
You think?
I think they're doing it as theater. I really think
couldn't-
like the background noise, like, hey boys.
Yeah, you
what
can
do
hear like background noise. It just wasn't appealing to me. It wasn't.
was-
I think that's what they're
professional
going
sounding.
for. I think
It
that's
sounded
what
like
they're
they
going
just
for.
placed a laptop in the middle and used the mic on
You
a
think?
computer.
I
I
didn't think
feel
it was
like
that
they're
bad.
doing it along with their theme, Trailer Park. Like
But maybe.
Yeah.
they don't have a polished
No, yeah.
sound. Like you can hear, you can imagine that they're in one of their trailers.
Well, we all can't
Or
be lucky
something.
and have a setup like you guys.
We can. It doesn't. It's
We
not
like
that
it.
hard. These aren't that hard. You have this set up.
No, I
Don't
don't.
you have these mics.
No.
I've
You
seen-
have that signed Eva Longoria picture.
You don't have what mics do you use?
I'm gonna Snapchat that. That is great. Is that real?
That is
yeah, she
real.
was in on our podcast.
Whatever. You're so
No.
full of shit.
She really was. Episode 67.
No, in this
is
room.
This is
Yeah.
episode
Bullshit.
69, by the way.
Oh yeah, this is episode 69.
The truth is, this is episode 69, but the falsehood is that she was on here.
Okay.
But that is a real
Never.
signed picture.
Never.
She never was on here.
All right.
But the signature is always.
All right. Anyway, no, I don't. I'm still. I have a really portable. I would love
You
to
have these. I've seen pictures with you.
Well, no. I had these in a podcast I did.
Oh, okay. So
I
that's
went
not
over
yours.
to Christopher James. He does a podcast here in Salt Lake.
Is that the movie
nerd.
one?
The movie one, yeah, movie nerds. Christopher James, great guy.
Movie Nerds.
Anyways, he has these, and I've done a few podcasts with him. I don't even know what you call these mic stands. I would love to get one day when I'm rich,
What would you want?
a room like this, a set aside podcasting room with this, the.
It is nice. It is. We
Yeah.
never use it for anything once a week though. Sadly, I wish we used it more. We can't. It's hard. Like you said, it's hard to have a podcast and have a life at the same time, and still try to go get paid at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Because podcasting doesn't bring all the dollars that
doesn't.
people, Anyway.
it doesn't bring anything for us. We don't get anything from it
No.
except for
this commercial from Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, you can buy and print real U.S. postage for all your letters and packages, so you'll never have to go to the post office again. Now you can avoid trips to the post office. Go to Stamps.com and get a 4-week no-risk trial plus $100 in extras, including a scale and additional stamps. Learn more at Stamps.com/LANDAN. That's Stamps.com-LANDAN. And never go to the post office again.
there you go.
So this is the 69th episode.
69.
And
Did you save it especially for me?
Oh yeah.
we did.
So
And thank you.
69 episodes. What I was like on episode. What other do you remember what
Probably
episode
like 15
it was?
maybe.
Was that like 15 when I was on
was right
before a
around
couple
where
years
we're
ago?
at.
Deep, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
We
No, I'm
both
glad-
new. We'd both kind of just started. I think.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. I remember because you were on I Am Salt Lake in like 33, I think it was.
2033.
No, 33.
Did you tell him about your time machine? Are we still on Periscope, by the
No,
way?
Periscope.
Oh, okay.
I turned it off. I don't know. I felt stupid.
I feel like it's better shorter.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know. That's my...
Well, I'm new to the Periscope.
We
Oh,
usually
me
take
too.
a break and do a separate from the radio show.
Okay.
And
Well,
then do
let's
a
jump back
Periscope
on
and then, yeah.
Periscope after we're done
Yeah, yeah.
recording for a second.
That's what we do.
I don't know. I'm new to the Periscope world. It
Yeah,
seems
me
like a
too.
great outlet.
Yeah. The thing we found is talking to the viewers, asking them questions, and responding to them pretty quickly.
Okay.
And as soon as somebody comes in the room, say their name, say, hey, what's up, what's going on,
Okay.
you get more people and more followers and stuff. I don't know how many followers you have, but
Couple hundred.
do you?
Is that a lot?
I only have like 20.
Okay.
So, but we have only done it like 3 times in here. So
Yeah.
We now accept Bitcoin,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
hopefully going to help. Hey, have
Probably
you heard
won't
about
help.
the deep web, though? The deep web?
The
or
deep web. The deep web. Yeah, I've heard about it.
Is that not creepy? Like,
It
have
is.
you heard some of the stuff that's on there?
The silk. What is it? The silk
Web.
Silk web.
Oh, Silk
Silk
Road
Road,
was
yeah.
like a place within that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where I'd go to buy my heroin.
on Silk Road.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's a lot easier to get it online than
And then it just
at
FedEx.
Pioneer Park.
It FedExes there
They just fucking stab it into you there.
with a real knife.
So
They just have yeah. I went to they had a car show there or something.
at Pioneer Park.
Or was that at Liberty? I
It's
always
probably
get those
Liberty
two
Park.
mixed
I live
up.
right across the street from Pioneer Park. So
Is Pioneer farther north?
Pioneer Park's right downtown. Right.
Do you live in an apartment down there?
Yeah.
Cool.
So stalkers stalk away. Find
There you go.
me.
Find
There's-
me.
One of the apartments down there, there's a lot.
There's a lot of fucking
Good
apartments.
luck.
Do you ever use Uber?
Dude, I drive for Uber part time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, tell me about it. Do you like it?
Do
Do you like taking it as a non-driver first?
Oh yeah,
and then
absolutely.
tell me about the
Absolutely, I love both. I go both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No.
heard it there first. What's your Twitter there, Chris?
What's that?
What's your Twitter handle?
I am Salt Lake.
I am Salt Lake. He goes both ways. You just heard it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It was
No.
just
So I actually started with Lyft and Uber when they first
okay.
came to Salt Lake. It was over a year ago. So last summer I went gung ho as a driver. I would work my day job, and then like Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights I would just go out. And I would start at like 7:00 and go until like 3 a.m.
Oh man.
So in the beginning, there wasn't a lot of drivers, so we would just be busy.
Packed all night.
I don't really have any crazy stories. Nobody's throwing up in my car,
Oh, that's good.
but
No knives pulled
somebody
on here.
died in one of ours.
in one of your Ubers,
Well, I mean, allegedly. It doesn't.
Yeah.
like
doesn't
as
really-
as a passenger, or you were driving?
Yeah, it was a passenger, and
Yeah. No, but
I
it's
don't
fun. Uber's great. Uber's great.
What's the sketchiest place you took somebody?
Oh gosh, sketchiest.
did you ever take someone to like a railroad or a McDonald's? Or
No, just like I don't know, warehouses or something. Down. I don't know. There's no.
Really?
no
You were never
really
nervous, really,
No.
about it.
No, I'm a big boy.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Did you have a beard while you were an Uber driver?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're not gonna do anything.
Well, I get people, especially like when you go further south, they would be like, "You look like one of the guys that should be riding a bike downtown, not driving a
Have
car."
you ever done that?
What?
Did you say I
did
ride
the
my bike
lift?
during the day?
Took a bike
What?
lift?
Yeah, done the bike driving thing. Have you ever done that?
I have
You
no
do
idea.
You do look like one of the guys that drives bikes.
Oh, like a pedicab.
Yeah, did you ever do that?
I have done that.
That's what they were talking about, right?
Well, I think they were just talking about like one of the,
Wait,
the hipsters
what are they
downtown in
talking
a
about?
fixed
okay.
gear
the
bike.
fixed gear bike. Okay,
yeah,
seriously.
yeah. No, pedicab. I actually have ridden one. That actually seems like that would be a fun part-time
Yeah,
job.
that would be cool.
You just drive because you only go a few blocks. You don't really have a huge radius.
What? I'm still trying to picture in my head what
It's
it
Like
is.
the tricycle bike type things downtown. They fit two or three people in the back seat,
Oh,
and
okay.
you just ride around. You're like, oh, you get like crazy good in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
true.
would.
yeah.
You're yanking people all around, and
It's
getting
better
paid for it,
than
we go.
making the horses downtown do it.
There's no horses
don't do
downtown
that.
anymore.
Are they
so they
gone?
got rid of them.
Well, see,
Thank
that's why.
goodness.
That's
You didn't
why.
like that?
No, man.
Not even during Christmas.
Not even during
The
Christmas.
horses hated it.
The horses
Didn't
loved
one
it.
of them get
Yeah,
depression?
man. Like yeah. Well, like didn't one of them like
One
die?
died.
or
One committed
something?
Not
suicide,
from
I
doing
think.
that
Yeah.
though. He was sick.
It slit its own wrist.
God.
It was depressed.
Land and Show is your mom's favorite podcast. Land and Show. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? I had to take a quick break there.
Chris, can we hear more about the governor?
What do you want to know?
Meeting the governor, how you met the governor.
Well, okay. So here's a story about the governor. I partnered up. I had the opportunity to partner up with CenturyLink with some different projects.
We're going to have to edit that out. We're sponsored by Google Fiber, but go ahead.
So
We've been doing some work for Google Fiber.
So yeah, CenturyLink found me, and said, "Oh, we love what you do with the podcast and whatnot." And we're actually recording a commercial for them. for CenturyLink, and you
Cool.
know, we got to do some really cool things around town, and you know, donate food to the Utah Food Bank and Road Home and whatnot. And one of the opportunities was meeting Governor Herbert, and so they thought, well, you know, this will be really cool to give, you know, you a few minutes, since you have I Am Salt Lake podcast, give you a few minutes to chat with the governor.
That's cool.
And
very cool.
even though it was on, you know, it would have been, you know, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if I could have met him on my terms,
Right.
and actually sit down and have a, you know, a 30-40 minute conversation, which hopefully I still will have that opportunity to sit down. But, you know, so I had like 3 or 5 minutes. It's 3 to 5 minutes. It really wasn't.
What was your favorite minute of those minutes? If you had to guess.
Probably when he was looking at me and said, "Man, I wish I can grow a beard like that."
Yes, did he?
Yeah.
That is.
Well, he didn't
awesome.
say it, but I saw
He-
it.
you-
I saw
you
it
could
in his
tell.
eyes.
He thought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pick up
It's
on
like,
it.
man, why do I got my job? Because my job won't let me grow that beard. You know.
I think when he retires, he'll get that.
Yeah. But no, it was cool. It was a fun experience. You know, I definitely enjoyed it,
That's awesome.
even though I'm not his biggest fan.
right.
He doesn't like you?
Yeah, but it's still.
Well, I'm not.
Oh,
He's
you're
not my big. I'm not his biggest. I don't know. Now I'm all.
You
tongue
guys
twisted.
don't like each other.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm sure
No,
he doesn't.
I
I'm
see
sure he
what you're
doesn't even
saying.
know who I am. I'm just not a big fan of.
Okay.
Anyway,
I get
we don't
it.
need to get
Yeah.
into politics.
Yeah. Let's get into the live show because that's awesome.
I wanted to talk. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to chit chat a little bit about it. It's still in the works. There's still details I'm working out. So, 50 West. They're right downtown in Salt Lake City. 50 West Broadway. Right
And what's
below.
the address there?
50 West Broadway is
Okay.
their address. It's a
Is that the name of the place
Yeah,
and the address?
50 West. Yeah.
Where are they located?
50 West, 300 South.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, they're a cafe and they're a venue, and they're doing like stand-up comedy. And the owner of the club is a big fan of one of the owners. I mean, the guy who owns Broadway Media is one of the owners too, Deloy Hansen.
Oh,
anyway,
cool.
so
Thanks for calling us a genius, Deloy, by the way. He's
Yeah.
a really big fan of this show.
Is he a big fan of the
he
Land Down
loves
show?
us.
So Jonathan, one of the owners down at 50 West, he's a big fan of podcasts and wants to start doing some live podcasts there. And so he contacted me and said, "Hey, do you want to do a live I Am Salt Lake?" And I said, "Sure." I mean, of course, it's kind of been a dream, you know, to do it. And so
That's awesome.
It's going to be a different format than, you know, I mean, it's going to be recorded obviously for an episode, but it's going to be a different format. I'm going to have 3 guests on it. I have Kerry Jackson, Levi Rounds, and Paul Duane. They've all been on I Am Salt Lake in the past, and so you can look up their episodes. But I'm going to have, you know, a short time with each one. It's not going to be that long. And then I want to get audience interaction, maybe have some audience questions.
Always or never?
Not well. You
Maybe.
never know. You
Maybe
never
we'll
know.
play.
And they got a great bar. They got a great bar there. So
Full
you
bar?
Come and get. I'm pretty sure it's a full bar. You can come and get some drinks, and it's a great venue. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Tell me the date again.
Oh, whoops. Ooh, sorry. I hit the cord there. I'm gonna unplug this.
It's okay.
whole.
It's
okay.
just to the
It's-
dog's collar.
Oh. Anyway,
We'll just send
October.
the
It's a
electricity
Friday,
through.
October 16th. Starts doors. I think open around 7:30. It might be as early as 7. I'm going to push for 7 to even give an opportunity to kind of chit chat with everybody, because, you know, people only know the man behind the microphone. They don't know, you know, this
Okay.
beautiful face and beautiful beard, right?
Exactly. And
So-
stunning physique,
Yeah, thank you. Thank
as
you.
well as cool tattoos,
Thank you.
which I appreciate doing the LB and the LD for Landon Bench and the Landan
Show.
on your left forearm there. That's really cool. No, I'm just kidding. But tell me about some of your real tattoos.
My real tattoos. These are all stick-on.
No, I mean real as in not the LB and L.
So when I had you guys on I Am Salt Lake a couple years ago, you dared me to go get them afterwards.
Yeah.
You said, "Well, you know, this
didn't
was
think you
this
would.
was such a fun experience." And so when I started the podcast, I was like, "Well," so I thought you took those kind of things literally. I was like, I thought you're supposed to do those kind of requests from people that come on the show. So
Yeah.
the next day,
Commonplace.
I ran out and got them, and I had to unfortunately go to a really sketchy tattoo parlor because everybody else was booked out. And I got them, and then I never heard from you guys again. I sent you pictures, and I said, "Well, this sucks." And so
We were wanted in 4 states for tattoo fraud.
you disappeared on me.
Tattoo fraud.
You disappeared on me.
It makes
so.
sense.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
We disappeared
But
on
I
a lot of people, and we apologize for that.
Yeah, but we're
Multiple
back,
times.
and it's all great.
No, I'm glad.
I listened to your Folk Hogan podcast. Folk Hogan Returns.
Oh,
that
geez.
is.
That was crazy.
That was, and
Yeah.
I like Curtis.
Curtis.
From
From Folk Hogan.
drummer.
Oh,
from
okay,
Folk Hogan.
okay.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I used to work with him at the hotel, and so
Oh,
it was
downtown.
good to hear from him. Yeah,
What did you do at the hotel?
we had a show there every Thursday nights, and then a couple times a month it would be an all comedy night.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You're pretty heavily involved with the local comedy.
I try to be. I've been dipping my feet back into it. I just had a show at Club 90, and I'm going to American Legion Post next month. I've never been to one of those. I'm not exactly sure what to expect.
Well, 50 West is going to start doing some open mics.
Really?
I think the new next week. I want to say
Oh,
they're
I
going to be
saw
doing it
that,
on
yeah.
Thursday nights. So you should come down there.
I might do that.
I might pop in. I'm not to do stand up, but I'm not.
watch?
I'm not funny.
You're funny.
Nah, I mean I could
Everybody's funny.
could make myself funnier. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get up and do 3 minutes one time after I create a little set.
It's scary.
You should do it.
Nah,
It's very scary.
it'd be good.
Remember that we invited an Uber driver to
Oh yeah.
to go to some stand up. He was telling us how he always wanted to do stand up
Yeah,
comedy.
we told him.
That was me.
Oh.
But we
open
dared
mic.
him to go. No,
No,
it
he
wasn't.
was.
I know.
Was it? I
No,
don't
he
know.
was. He looked different than you.
beardless.
You guys. Look at this. I got a text from saying I'm already done on Periscope.
Good thing it wasn't a phone call because we have a rule here. If you get a phone call, we plug it in and they have to answer live on the
that's
show.
right. Does that apply to
It
guests
applies
as well?
to guest.
Okay.
Luckily, he has his phone on silent. He's smarter than that. So, should we take a quick break here and jump on Periscope?
Sure.
Should we?
Okay.
Oh, here. Should we jump on Periscope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here.
Fucking live.
And we're live.
We're live.
We're now simulcasting on Periscope with our guest Josh. What is your Periscope handle on there? And welcome back.
I am Salt Lake is the Periscope handle. I am Salt Lake on Twitter. Pretty much every social media. I am Salt Lake.
Photo bucket. Do you
You
have
have
photo bucket?
Photo Bucket. Remember Photo Bucket? I haven't
Oh,
been
yeah.
on Photo Bucket forever. Right there with my GeoCities site.
Do you have Circlebox?
GeoCities.
GeoCities. Oh,
Oh yeah.
God.
Did you ever do Circle Box?
I never did Circlebox.
Mm.
Yeah, we didn't either.
Oh, hell.
Now, I'm sorry we have to do a quick sponsor bit, but this portion of the show is brought to you by Ticonderoga No. 4 Pencils, now for women. So I think that's going to be a great new product. And women, if you're out there, try it out and let us know how it writes for you. You can reach us at landanshow@gmail.com, or you can tweet Chris at I am Salt Lake on Twitter.
Let's get some tweets coming in, guys.
Yep.
Women.
Women.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about
Women with the
thing that
pencils.
we're
No. 4
yeah,
pencils.
it's just our sponsor
Yeah.
for this portion.
Yeah.
But I guess men could use it too. I mean, have you ever used a woman's pencil or?
Oh.
Why did they sponsor that? Why did they
I
send
don't
us
know. I don't know. They're trying all sorts of not enough people are buying pencils anymore. They're buying keyboards instead, so they're trying to reinvigorate the market.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They're trying to Jeff Bezos it right now. I heard. Did they want to ask us a question?
I don't know. It seemed
I believe
the
that-
Periscope
I think somebody
listeners
did.
are asking if they. You guys have any questions?
Oh, okay. Somebody says, does Landon work out or does he just have that body? Guys, it's a little bit of both, if I'm being honest. There is a little bit of working out, but it's mostly diet. And thank you guys. And don't, just don't give up. And anybody else have any questions?
This is
No questions.
no questions at all.
No questions in Periscope land.
Okay. I
Well.
guess not.
There we go.
Well, thank you for watching us on the, what's the Landan show handle of Periscope?
Air Force One. It's just ours. It's just our shit.
At Air Force One and
Danny P two three
and
one
Danny
three.
P.
Oh, here we go. We have a
2313.
we have a humdinger of a question.
Okay.
What's the question?
Do you support Planned Parenthood?
I'm gonna go with always. In the always or never format, always.
That's it.
I think, yeah, that's it.
Always.
Do I support it? Yes.
Why wouldn't you
always.
support it? You know what I mean? Like, I think you'd have to be an idiot not to
There's a
support
lot
it.
of shitty kids out there that didn't have to be there. But don't get me wrong, children are the gift of the Lord, and they're all blessings. But it does provide a good service, and yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying that's all. I don't pretend that that's the only service it provides either. I realize it's only like 6% or something like that. People that want to defund Planned Parenthood because they cover abortions don't realize it's such a minuscule amount compared to the money that it does with other things. You know what I mean?
Well, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to shut it down or to not fund it.
Neve.
Do we have any other questions?
Any other questions from the Periscope land? Let's see what we got here. Oh, here's a question. Nope, no questions.
Oh.
Nobody wants to know.
Oh, okay. Here's one. It says, does Chris smell as good as he looks on the screen? Guys, yes.
He does.
It's true. It might be the beard oil. Beard Loan, it's called. Beard Cologne. Do they have Beard Loan yet?
Beard alone.
We should start that.
No, there is different beard
Should
oil
start
scents
Beard
you can get though, like pine and very masculine, manly smell. Cedar
Okay.
wood.
I smell blood on yours. Is that is that normal? I think that's the manliest thing you can smell.
It smells like blood in here. Nobody ever says that.
Oh god.
What does blood smell like?
That's a good question. We'll have Michael Albert Hall.
Mm-hmm.
If
Michael.
you're watching this, Michael,
Albert is my
let
middle
us
name.
know. Is it?
Yeah.
Did people always ask if you're named after Albert Einstein?
No, I was named after my grandfather.
Oh, I was supposed to say Edward Einstein. I'm sorry.
Who's that?
I messed it up. There is no Edward.
I'm so lost.
Yeah.
His grandfather's name was Albert.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did Edward come from?
It didn't. That's what I'm saying. I meant to get to Edward, but I didn't.
My
And
God.
that's okay. Sometimes you don't
I
get
get
to
lost
Edward.
with you.
Edward Scissorhands.
You get lost
though?
with me?
No, with Landon.
Oh.
I haven't been lost with you yet.
If we did an always or never on Edward Scissorhands, what would your answer be?
Always.
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 So correct.
Always Edward Scissorhands.
Love that show.
Yeah.
I recognized one of the songs. Now I'm trying to think of the name of it.
What?
But it was playing where I was getting a haircut, and I said, "This is track 2 from Edward Scissorhands." But now I can't think of what the name of it is. But it was. But I love the soundtrack. to
So
that.
we're getting hearts for Edward Scissorhands right now on Periscope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So obviously
Hearts
people.
for Edward?
Yeah, hearts for Edward.
Hearts for Edward.
Hearts for
He
Edward.
was the original Team Edward.
He was the
Not
original.
a lot of people
Yeah.
give him the credit that he deserves for that.
Yeah.
I never seen it, so I'm.
You've never seen Edward Scissorhands? Oh my gosh!
You guys are just looking at me like you want input on it, but I have no input for Edward Scissorhands. I know Johnny Depp's in it.
You for Edward Scissorhands?
Yes. Oh, ooh, probably for me not knowing.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
For
So
Neve knowing.
Edward Scissorhands is a great movie.
So good.
Yeah.
You want to know? I saw this movie the other day. It's called If I Stay. Have you guys seen it?
Oh, Twilight reference. That's what she's saying. You too.
Wow.
Cat Palmer on Periscope.
You watch a lot of movies?
Do I? Well, not so much any. Well, I've seen my fair share of movies. What movie are you talking about?
Any movie. What's the last movie you saw?
Air Force One.
The last movie I saw. Okay, so Cat Palmer found out that I have never hasn't that I haven't seen Silence of the Lambs. He falls asleep to a lot of movies. I'm tired. I'm
It's
sleepy.
the beard. The beard
I'm sleepy.
takes a lot
Anyway,
of work out of it.
I got about halfway through Silence of the Lambs. Never seen it. Was it last Thursday? We sat down to watch it.
Okay.
Fell asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep. I was going to fall asleep. And so,
You were going to fall asleep, but then you fell asleep, so
Yeah.
you couldn't, or what? What do you mean?
I'm all twisted and tongue-tied. But anyway, so I got about an hour in. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So you still haven't seen it?
We have
Got
yet
to watch the entire movie.
I still haven't seen the entire Silence of the Lambs. I do like movies though. I do enjoy a good movie.
What's your favorite kind of movie?
Favorite kind of movie?
Yeah.
Does a documentary count?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, documentary.
You like to learn when you sit down and watch TV.
Do I like to learn?
You like to learn, or
Well, yeah,
get to know
I think I
things.
just like kind of that raw feel of a documentary too. You know, just learning.
did you
Sure,
watch the
sure.
new documentary about Chris Farley?
I didn't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should watch that.
Okay.
It's called
I need
Am
to
Chris
see
Farley.
that, too. It
I
came out on...
Did you think
the
he stole that from
TNT,
me?
was it?
I Am Salt Lake.
I think there's probably... Yeah.
Yeah, he probably stole that from me. I
would
am
think
Chris
so.
Farley. I am Salt Lake.
Sounds about
Too
right.
much of a coincidence there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be. You should call up. What's his brother's name?
So
Kevin Farley
Kevin
is his
Farley.
brother.
Directed it. So
I'll give you his phone number off the air.
yeah.
Okay.
It's 727-418.
You're not off.
Oh.
Hang on.
Okay, never mind.
So yeah, no,
Anyway.
I know, but I'm a sucker for a good TV series too. I
Okay.
really am.
Like Dexter.
Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey. No, no, I'm a big fan. Like Breaking Bad, loved Breaking
okay.
Bad, Sons of
Yeah.
Anarchy.
That's why I tried meth. Just
because
that
of
show
because
was
of
so
Breaking
good.
Bad, and
Trailer Park Boys.
That was
Trailer
a
Park
joke,
Boys,
by the
love
way,
Trailer Park
everyone.
Boys.
Just kidding.
trying to think what other. We can go way back to
Do it.
6 Feet Under.
Go
was a
back.
great,
Michael, what's his name?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
No. The guy from Dexter was in
Michael
6 Feet
C.
Under.
You know, I've still never seen
Michael
Dexter.
C.
I've
Hall.
never seen Dexter.
Wow, that's a good show.
Yeah,
I started watching,
I love all the CSIs.
do you?
Yeah,
NY,
And-
FL,
all of them.
LDS.
LDS.
It's coming out soon, I think.
Oh man.
Good times.
What's the show with James Spade?
I have no idea.
Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
don't know who
Yeah,
James
you've seen
Spade
it.
is.
Yeah, you do. He's the guy. He
Don't
was
know.
in Boston Legal.
I've never seen Boston Legal.
You're
What's
killing me.
James
James Spader, maybe. Spader.
David Spade.
No, but what do you think about David Spade? Is he funny, or does he owe his entire life to Chris Farley? Or is he funny?
Solo, I don't think as much.
Like, should he really be a multimillionaire right now?
I think everything is.
As a-
He rode Chris Farley's coattails. I think, and
I
I'm
think-
probably going to get a lot of hate for that.
I don't know. I think there's a fair case to be made. I still haven't seen I Am Chris Farley, the documentary.
What is that? Okay, he was in a
but-
sitcom. David Spade was in a sitcom where he's like a businessman and he inherited it or something. There was some.
What was
laughs.
it called?
Well, that's what I'm
Billy
trying to.
Madison.
No, I'm
No,
trying to
no,
figure
a
out from
TV
you.
sitcom.
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, Spin City.
Was it Spin City?
He
Was that the
in
name
Spin
of it?
City, and then he had another. That was with Michael J. Fox, but that's where he came in. I had a role on it, and then he got his own show, right, where he was like a rich bachelor.
I have no idea what was just said on Periscope. No, yeah.
That's another thing. I wish you could go back.
Oh,
and
sorry.
See that.
Will you say that again?
I missed that comment, Matt. Yeah.
Somebody was asking about if I work out or it's diet, I think. We missed it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. Did you win the spelling bee in 5th grade? Yes, guys. I can't remember the word, but yes. And also shout out to Brent Shepard. We battled it out forever, and I think he won the next year.
Yeah.
You know Brent. Anyway, we're going to take a little break.
Are we taking another break?
We are taking another safety break. The fire marshal is coming. We have to ensure that there aren't too many people here. By the way, the audience, we'd like to thank them for being quiet during this taping. There's 1,000 people in here. And we'll be right back, guys.
I'm still here. See, film 2000. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
We're here.
Welcome back to the Landon Show. I'm your host, Chris Hollifield. And today we're talking to Landon.
I'm your guide through Salt Lake City.
Thank you.
I'm your
Chris.
guide through. You guys remember that when I used to do that on the podcast?
Can you please do that, please?
I can't even remember it.
We joke about it like every 5 of our podcasts. We'll do that.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
This is the Landon Show. We thank you for listening. We have been your guide.
Whether you're listening or any way you consume
You
the
did
show.
say that too.
Oh, man. That's funny shit.
It's a good time.
Uh,
And we had a great time tonight, I feel like.
I love podcasting with fellow podcasters.
Yeah.
It's always better. It's always better because they're not nervous. They kind of know the flow and they kind of get it. So it's always a good show. It's
oh,
always a good time.
jeez.
It was a great time. Well, as our last bit here, why don't you tell us one more time, Chris, the live show in October?
October 16th, Friday, October 16th. Kerry Jackson, Levi Rounds, Paul Duane. I'm going to be sitting down chatting with them. They've all been on I Am Salt Lake, in the past, so I'm going to get an opportunity to catch up with those guys.
That'd be sweet.
Cool.
$5. Come on down,
What's the address?
50 West Broadway.
What's the name of the place?
50 West.
50 West.
Yeah,
50
50 West. Right. Grab some dinner beforehand. There's some great places in that area.
There's a bar there.
I think you can grab dinner at 50 West. I'm pretty sure
okay.
they're going to have dinner that night. And
Sounds
come and hang
amazing.
out. Get a chance to, if you've never met me. I've been doing the podcast for 3 years.
See the man behind the beard.
This week marks 3 years of doing I Am Salt Lake podcast. Kat Palmer, Zest, says on Periscope she's recommending Zest.
Zest?
If
Okay.
you've never been there, go try it out. It's slowly become my favorite place to eat downtown Salt Lake. So
Okay, I like it.
Sweet.
Well, I would like to say thank you, everyone who came out to my show at Club 90. All the Landon listeners, we appreciated that.
Always.
I have another show at American Post Legion 71 next month. I'll get you the date. I think it's the 18th, but I'll get you the date before then. Listen to us on iTunes or landanshow.com, and listen to Chris's show, I Am Salt Lake. Thank you, and God bless America. And that is the Landon Show, ladies and gentlemen of Periscope.
all right, guys.